Hey, this is Greg McIntyre, estate planning and elder law attorney. I just finished writing an article on inflation and how does inflation impact my estate plan? How does the fact that we're in an economic time, an inflationary economic period, affect your estate plan? Well, you should be aware of this because it can drastically affect your estate plan and the way you think about placing your assets, allocating your assets, and passing your assets. And you want to also factor in how to protect those assets. So during inflation, when the value of hard assets are increasing, one strategy could be to place your money in hard assets because that's going to go up in value at a rate higher than other things, right? That's one thing inflation does. Hard assets being real estate, machinery, consumable goods. But really for most of us on a personal level, not necessarily on a business level, but a personal level, hard assets mean our homes, perhaps a rental house, perhaps, some land that we have. If we really are real estate investors, it could be also rentals and other commercial property. But having your assets or your money in hard assets like real estate during an inflationary period can be a great positive thing because you experience an increase in value for those assets. But that also presents some problems or some questions that we should pose and tackle in regards to our estate plan. So for many people, the bulk of their assets or a large asset that they have is their home. They've invested a lot of money over time in their home. So their home is set to increase in value. We've seen that over the last year. No one can deny that in the crazy real estate market that houses have increased in value. Well, real estate across the board has increased in value. There's a shortage of inventory and in homes, but how could that affect us if we have lots of our money in hard assets and the value of those assets increase? Well, taxation is one issue. From a standpoint of annual property tax, if our tax assessments go up on our real estate, we can pay more tax that way. But also we want to be conscious of reaching a limit or ceiling on the estate and death tax exemption. That's another danger and something to take into account when our assets drastically increase in value and something we should really think about. Well, you might say, okay, well, if they do increase in value, what can I do to maximize my taxable exemption to still perhaps qualify for certain benefits if I need long-term care? Well, there's a couple of ways. One way is trust. Trusts do a great job of doubling the taxable exemption. I mean, doubling whatever taxable exemption is on the table. And also allowing you to either maintain control of the asset or have that in an irrevocable status, which could equal some liability protection there. You have a trusted trustee that maintains that real estate for you for the rest of your life. And then if heaven forbid you had a long-term care incident where you needed assisted living or nursing home care, then you're able to step back and say, well, that's not my asset because it's in an irrevocable trust and I should qualify for this benefit. Now, there's other qualification questions that need to be answered, but as far as what's in an irrevocable trust, as long as it's placed there outside the look-back period for a benefit like special assistance or long-term care Medicaid, then it's not considered your asset because it's in an irrevocable status with a third-party trustee. So those are important things to consider when we're thinking about hard assets in real estate. We could take a deed protection or planning tack, which means we're utilizing deeds for our home like ladybird deeds and maybe deeds for other assets like a rental property or land or a vacation property. We might want to use what we call a Frankenstein deed, which is really a mishmash of two different areas of property law in one deed that works quite well. It's called, really technically, a tenants in common with rights of survivorship deed. So we could structure our assets when we plan in a way that allows us to utilize them for the rest of our lives, keep control of them, and minimize our taxation. Because, estate and death tax, if you reach that exemption, everything over that, you might as well write off approximately half of the value. You can't pass that on. You have to pay that in tax. And that's excessive. And you can avoid that simply by planning. So it's important to plan. It's important to be a realist and realize the economic environment we're in, which is an inflationary period, which is a great time. I'm not a financial planner. I'm an estate planning attorney and elder law attorney, but certainly a great time to have your assets in things like real estate that are going to really gain value during this period. And I remember my mother and father talking about how much they bought the house for that I grew up in, like the year after I was born, which was also in the middle of a really inflationary period. And that house really tripled in value in a short period of time, merely because of inflation, stagflation, whatever you want to call it, in the 70s. 1975, Greg McIntyre was born, January 26, 1975. And during that period, real estate values really went up. I remember them talking about having an interest rate of 16, 17%, on a loan. So from that standpoint, it was a negative. But from the property value gain over time from owning that home, it was a huge positive. So, in inflationary periods, we like to talk about them like they're all bad, but you do have choices. You always have choices in life. And you can make choices. You can make a choice to shift assets into real estate, into hard assets, money into real estate. You can also make choices to plan to protect those assets and to maximize your taxable exemptions. I'm telling you guys, trusts are a great way to do that. We'd be glad to talk to you about estate planning, trust planning, asset planning. I'd offer a free consult to do that, okay? You can we've got a cool system where it allows you to schedule on my calendar right on our website. Go to mcelderlaw.com/scheduling to set that up, or you can give us a call at 704-749-9244. And I just finished the article, which is a really, really, if I don't say so myself, great article on inflation and estate planning. That's going to go in our Elder Law Report magazine for 2022. If you need one of those magazines, please come by one of our offices. Or we're going to mail out 20,000 this year to clients, financial planners, CPAs, people we do business with. Man, I really value all our clients. I hope you hear this video. I hope you see this video or listen to the podcast or read the article, because there are some opportunities even during inflation. There are always opportunities if we look for them. Where one person is talking about a negative, there's also a positive side to that. Everything is a double-edged sword and has two sides. So remember that, and give us a call if you would like to take advantage of that free consultation today. I'm Greg McIntyre, estate planning and elder law attorney. Thanks for listening, and I'd love to meet you.